Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're about to take a walk through the Patapsco State Park. We're here in Baltimore, Maryland. We stood overnight, and I want to see what the trail looks like. There's a few trails here, so we're gonna see if we can find one of the trails and show you guys what it looks like. This park offers a dumpster site. It offers a dumping site. The difference between a dumpster and a dumping site is the dumpster you could throw away your trash. The dumping site, you could get rid of your waste from your septic system. They offer showers, bathrooms, there's a little playground. You can rent sites with electricity, sites without electricity. We have dogs out here, as you guys can hear. There's plenty of dogs. We got Jersey with us too. We're walking with Jersey, and Jersey gets a little bit aggressive. But yeah, so there's a variety of things. There's a nature play space over here on my right hand side. Let me show you guys what it looks like. They got logs, they got mushroom looking objects. Over there it says no pets, so we can't take pets over there. But we're gonna walk with Jersey down here. So you can rent a site with an RV. You can rent a site without an RV. You could just come here with a vehicle, with your car. You could just camp out with a tent, like the old-fashioned way, with a tent, a good old-fashioned tent. Go buy yourself a $40, $50 tent from Walmart, and you could camp out literally overnight. Now, I guess if you camp out with electricity, at least you could plug up a television set inside your tent. But it's nice. It's a nice experience thus far. It is 10:33 a.m. The weather is in the 70s. It's supposed to rain later on today around 6 p.m. Eastern time zone. We got a vehicle about to drive by us, so we're gonna pull over to the side. Gotta be careful for ticks and deer ticks. Gonna allow this vehicle to travel. They are in a Ram. They're from North Carolina. See? They were camping inside that tall van. That's nice. It's compact. It's not that long. They're expensive. They're not cheap. They may look smaller, but they're not cheap. An RV, brand new, they're like 120, 130,000, 140, 150,000 if you get a 2021, 2022. And it also depends on the amenities, trims, options, and all that stuff you have, right? And the floor plan. One of those, they can be around the same price, if not more. I've seen those for like 150, almost 200,000. Because Mercedes makes one too, the Sprinter. Mercedes makes one. That's a Dodge, so that might be a little bit cheaper. Still around the $100,000 mark. But if you get them used, you can save some money. You know, save some money, get them a couple years old, decade or two old. As long as they got good mileage, good condition, good engine, good trans, you should be okay. A lot of people make their own camper conversions. Yeah. They take school buses, they take different types of vans. I've seen a variety of custom rigs. I've even seen a pickup truck where they made a camper in the back. Because, for example, they have a little station right here, you see? There's numbers, so this shows you that it's station 465 through 472. And each one of these stations is numbered. The station comes with its own fire pit, a little picnic table, and if you got a site with electricity, then you'll have an electric hookup. If you don't have a site with electricity, then you won't have that hookup. They got potable water too, meaning water you can fill your tank up with. And you can also, if you switch up your hoses, clean out your septic. So most RVs come with 3 tanks. They come with the black tank, the gray tank, and the clean water tank, which would be the white tank. The white tank, obviously, is what it sounds like. It's clean water. That would be the water you brush your teeth with, wash up with, you cook with. If you want to get a filter, you can get a filter, you know, because the water is coming from campsites. The plumbing could be a little bit old, rusted, so you might get, you know, random particles and molecules and things of that nature inside your water. But that's the clean water. The gray water, wow, look at this. Let's stop for a quick second. I want to show you guys this spider. Look at this spider. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, he out. Yo, that's a big old spider. Oh, he out, son, I'm out. Yo, he was big. You saw how big that spider was? Woo! That was like an inch. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of spiders, but that was a whole, almost an inch. He was a big boy though. And once I got too close to him, I think I woke him up and he started moving. But you see, there's all these campsites and they're all numbered. 469, 470. Surprisingly, many of them are empty. I think these are the ones without electricity. So these are the ones where you come with your regular car, you park up and boom, you can camp out with your family. Now back to the tanks. Your clean water is what you wash up with. Your gray water tank is the water that goes in the sink. So after you wash your dishes, after you wash your hands, things like that, that goes down to the gray tank. And then your black tank, give me 1 second. Let me put my keys inside my bag because I don't want the keys to be jingling while I'm walking. Yeah, so your black tank is your body waste, which will be your urine and your feces, your poop. That's what it would be. And that's what you would dump at the dumping site. Then you use the potable water to clean out your black tank. And you can also, check it out, a little porta potty. So we gotta go down this way. It's the bathhouse. You see the arrows right here pointed? Bathhouse and dumpster. That's all the way back there. They have a camp store too, where they sell firewood for the fire pit, and they sell ice if you want ice. We got a refrigerator. Good thing that we're hooked up to a power site because the refrigerator pretty much froze overnight. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We can hook up the refrigerator to our generator too, but keep in mind, if we're hooked up to a generator, it's gonna burn more gasoline, therefore burn more money. So we gotta vary our generator usage. Now, if we can at least once a week, at minimum, stop at RV park with hookups and plug up for a day or two, the refrigerator and freezer takes at least 24 to 48 hours to get completely frozen and cold. Ours got cold within like 10 to 15 hours. We woke up today, everything's frozen, nice and cold, which is good. We're here for one more night, so we're gonna take advantage. We're gonna leave it plugged in all day today and tomorrow. And when we check out tomorrow, we're no longer gonna be plugged up to a power source, but that refrigerator should stay cold for another 2 days, blessed be. And since we'll be boondocking, meaning camping with no hookups from this site on, we might go to another Walmart. After Baltimore, we're probably going to head to Washington, D.C., which is very close. We definitely want to check out the Capitol. You know, take a tour of the Capitol grounds. Not on the Capitol grounds, but at least within the neighborhood, within the vicinity. And then I always hear that there's hood areas in D.C. They say, yo, Tune, they got the hood in D.C. too. And I know there's bike life over there. They be riding dirt bikes and all that stuff. So I'm interested in seeing what the neighborhoods of the Capitol look like. So we'll go there. We'll probably just do a random boondock. I don't think there's gonna be any beautiful sites that we can boondock, so we'll probably go to Walmart. But we got some freezer packs that we froze, so hopefully that should help keep it cool too. Check it out, we're at River Ridge Trail. This is one of the trails, guys. So we're about to go into the trail. I figured I'd at least show you what it looks like. Adopt the Trail, Jim Apgar, Patapsco Valley State Park. So we're about to enter, guys. I don't know what to expect. If you were watching on the last hike, that was a 7-mile trail. It took us like 2 hours and 35 minutes to walk it. You guys only saw about 2 hours worth of the footage. Their map isn't that detailed like the other park from Delaware. We're at the Hollowfield area in Patapsco Valley State Park. I think we are here. I'm assuming we are here, right? So is this a little yellow trail? That's it? Really? Is it just that? All right, well, we'll figure it out, guys. But this is the park information. Welcome to River Ridge Trail. Bienvenido al centro or al sendero River Ridge. I said River Ridge. All right, so let me just walk slowly since this is probably not gonna be a really long trail. Try to look around. Yeah, a lot of trees, a lot of wildlife, a lot of greenery. I'm sure there's bugs everywhere. Sure of it. There's a little downhill over there. They also allow you to collect firewood from your site. So for example, if you look down, you'll notice tons of twigs. As long as you're not cutting it off of a tree, you're more than welcome to use it for firewood. So that's what we did yesterday. We collected a bunch of twigs, logs, wood, and if it fits in the fire pit, they said you can use it, but no piece of it should be sticking out of the fire pit. We got two choices: River Ridge Trail, hiking only, and then it looks like we got another choice over there. You see how the pathway splits into two options? Which way shall we go? Which way shall we go? I think we're just gonna follow this hiking only trail. We'll see what it looks like when we get closer. I see a really rough surface though, a rough terrain. It's a lot of stones, rocks. It's very uneven. We're walking towards an area with some 4x4 pieces of wood. Check it out. You see, 4x4, that's what it looks like. It's a really narrow and not narrow, steep. I think that's the correct term that I was looking for. It's a really steep downhill. It's really jagged rocks. There you go. Jagged and sharp rocks. It might be tough walking down here in the rain. You slip, you fall, you smack into a rock. It's not gonna be funny when you smacking into that rock, but yeah. Check it out. Maryland Park Reserve. See it? River Ridge Trail. 0.1 mile to road or railroad. It gives you the location too. Location HH10. Oh, we're right next to a spider web. Oh no, right here. I don't even know if y'all can see. Hold on, let me get out of here before I have some creepy crawlers crawl on me. Let me tell you how. All right, so with your reservation here, you also get a passcode to enter the park. When I was punching in the passcode yesterday, on the passcode keypad, there was like I wouldn't say a full inch. This one was a little bit smaller. It was probably like 3/4 of an inch, like 75% of an inch. If that makes any sense. 3/4 of an inch, right? And it was a giant. To me, that's pretty big because we got spiders, you know, everywhere. Everyone has spiders, some form or another. You know, it's not like you've never seen a spider in your life. But it was an orangey, reddish, hellfire-looking spider with like strong, stubby legs, a big sack in the back, and it was fast. And it walked right. I swear it touched my hand. It walked right by the pin code thing. When I was in the car, I was reaching my hand out to like press the code to come back in, and it walked right. It just walked. I'm like, oh snap! They about to turn me into Spider-Man. Ouch! Some of these rocks are sharp. I'm not wearing the correct footwear to be here. That's like me. So like me to not wear the correct footwear. I'm gonna allow you guys to look around. Okay, take a look. Tall trees. You got the sun right there. Still relatively early. I want to fall back. Let me show you the path that we just walked. We just walked from up there. You see how it like comes down? Yep. Definitely peaceful. You could definitely get your woosah on down here. I think I hear water. I think we're walking towards a river, right? Yeah, these rocks are so poorly placed. I don't think they're purposely placed there. I think that was just Mother Nature's placement. Because look at a giant rock right there. It's like a giant step that you got to step down. But we're walking down like a really steep, rocky pathway. It's bending my shoes. They're bending in all sorts of contorted shapes. Like I gotta really pay attention to how I'm walking. Because if I don't pay attention to how I'm walking, I'm gonna fall. Look at these leaves. See how those leaves are chewed up? Look at that. You see how that's chewed up? Something survives off of those leaves. Some type of bug. How many of my viewers like spiders? Does anybody like spiders? Let me tell you a story. I've told this story in the past, but since we're talking about spiders, let's talk about it now. When I was young, I used to have a bunch of animals. When I mean a bunch, let me describe a bunch. I had 100 or so rodents. Hamsters, gerbils, mice. I had rats. I had iguanas. I had snakes. And notice how I'm saying with an S at the end, because I had more than one. Like I had like 11 iguanas once. I had several snakes. I had all types of geckos, all different breeds. Tokay geckos, Birbron geckos, house geckos, crocodile geckos, a variety of geckos, animals, skinks, animals, things of all sorts, turtles. I had a bunch of animals. I used to be into animals when I was young. Let me show you guys this path that we're about to cross. Okay? It's like a giant log. Like you really gotta put some effort. Hopefully Jersey can get her jump on. All right, let me see if I can jump over this and not get hurt. I think I can just step over it. Let me turn around to see what's up with Jersey. Jersey, you need some assistance? You need some assistance, girl? You need some assistance? Let me know. All right, good, because I was about to help her too. Don't want Jersey to get hurt. But so I used to have all types of animals. And I was even breeding crickets and mealworms to feed to my animals that ate crickets and mealworms. It was a lot cheaper, right? I had so many animals that I was selling litters of hamsters to the local pet shop on Bridge and Pratt. Yeah, I was selling them because, you know, I had them in abundance. Let me point down there so you can see what it looks like. Look, you got a big hill over there. There's like a big valley right here. I don't know if the camera makes it out so you can see it. There's a valley down there. But the one thing that I didn't have much of was spiders. Now I was adventurous. I was like, man, listen, I got all these animals. I used to always go to Petco. I used to always see a spider. They always had the spider exhibits. I was like, all right. I think I told my folks for like before my birthday that I wanted a spider. So tell me how, you know, I didn't grow up with my mom and my pop. I just was raised by my pop. And I used to visit my mom occasionally. But during that birthday, my mom and my pop, I guess they were on the same wavelength. My mom got me a spider. My pop got me a spider. My pop got me a pink-toed tarantula. Now, you heard about up there, I'm talking about, oh, an inch, 3/4 of an inch. The pink-toed tarantula was probably about 3 inches long. 3 inches. It was pink-toed. It had pink feet, furry legs, and it was pretty big. If I can say how big the body was about the size of a golf ball, maybe. Yeah, and it had some legs, right? And then my mom got me a zebra tarantula. The zebra tarantulas are so big, they eat mice. They eat pinkies. Pinkies is a newborn mouse. They call them pinkies because they don't have fur. And they eat like large crickets. They eat like a lot of other animals. I think they can eat small lizards like animals and all of that. So she got me a zebra tarantula. That was about the size of my fist. That thing extended was probably like 5 inches. Basically, if you're an adult male, put your hand out, put it on the desk, and pretend like it's a spider. That's how big the zebra tarantula was. Now, I thought I was gonna be a boss. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get the last missing links to my animal collection, right? I had like 20 tanks inside my room. I was like a baby zoologist. So my pop, he got me the pink-toed tarantula, and I remember being in his job at the time. He was managing a company, and I went to the office and I pulled the tarantula out of the box. He worked not too far from Petco, and I let it walk up my arm. Oh, my sweet baby Jabibis. This thing walked so fast, so swiftly, so lightly up my arm. It was so freaky. It wasn't a pet that I felt like I could contain, and that I could like pet. Like, you know how a cat, you could pet a cat, a dog, you could pet a dog, a hamster, you could kind of cuddle a hamster, a rat, you could kind of pet a rat, you know, a snake, you could hold a snake, a turtle, you know, those things are you know, you can handle them. I'm gonna turn around so y'all can see how massive these trees are, especially this one right here. This one right here is enormous. Look at that. It's larger than life. All those animals, you can actually tame them. You can't really train a spider. I don't think spiders want to be pet. I don't think spiders want to sit. I don't think spiders want to do anything that they don't want to do on their own. So this thing walked up my hand and my arm so fast, it gave me the heebie-jeebies, it gave me the chills. It walked up to my neck. Mind you, I got this 3-inch little pink-toed bug on my neck. I was like, I told my pop, I said, put it in the box, put it in the box. So he quickly put it in the Petco box. I returned it. I got another lizard. So guess what? That evening, oh, this is cool. Look at guys. It's a railroad track and there's a waterway down there. That's decent. So this is the actual railroad. Let me see what this sign says over here. So we can walk that railroad. Wow, that's decent. I wonder what the map shows with the railroad. River Ridge Trail, Maryland Park Reserve. That's decent. I wonder why this sign got so many dings on it though, right? Look how many little dents and dings it got. Got some graffiti stickers too, huh? The street artists couldn't resist an opportunity to tag up a state park sign. All right, let's take a look at this map real quick before we actually proceed. So this is the map to Patapsco State Valley Park, or where are we at right now? Let's see.
Right here, near the water.
All right, we're near the water. Let me see if I can make it out on camera. Can't see. It's like a shadow. There you go, right there. So we're here?
That's the body of water.
The body of water. That's where we just walked through, right? Or did we come from over here? Oh, Route 40. Did we come from over here? I think we came from right here. Oh, we came from right here? I don't see a track though. What is the track? Is the dotted line there a track? You would think the track would be highlighted because I see this running right next to the water. I don't know if y'all can see it all on camera. See, this is running right next to the water. Campground.
That's where we came from.
So we came from here?
Yeah.
So why is the track on the opposite side? when the track is really right here on the...
The highlighted is the trail. These are not highlighted.
So can we walk on the tracks? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where do these tracks go?
One way to find out, right?
She said it. One way to find out, right? So anyway, later on that evening, it was... Oh, we could go down here. Should we go down here and just check out the water? Let's check out the water for a little bit while we're telling the story. So later that evening, I guess, you know, when my pop got out of work, I got home, whatever. My mom, she had a gift for me. And she had the zebra tarantula. This thing had fangs. It had fangs. Yo, listen, no way, Jose. I opened up the box. That thing was huge. I tried to think about keeping it. I'm like, no way. Guess what I did with that one? I returned it. And what I returned it for? A tokay gecko. I got a tokay. A tokay, this one was like 6-7 inches long. Google them. Take a look at what a tokay gecko looks like. And the funny part about that was we just came out the pet shop from Bridge Street in the Frankfurt neighborhood. And I was in the backseat of my mom's car with my step-pop at the time, which was her boyfriend or whatever. And I looked in the bag, you know, I'm like a little happy kid. Like, we just got out of the pet shop. I was happy, excited to look at my new animal. I opened up the bag. This gecko came flying out the bag like a bat out of hell, bit me on my cheek, and locked onto my cheek. Now, if you Google and if you learn about, oh snap, look at this butterfly. This butterfly's green. I don't know if y'all can see it. What type of butterfly is that? Hold up, I'm gonna try to follow him. Where you going? Where you going, little buddy? Yo, look at his design. Yo, he moving so fast. Slow down. Where you going? You see that butterfly? Oh man, he's like green. What they got going on over here? So like a little stream. That's cool. So I guess water runs down here from all the way up there, because we came from all the way up there, y'all. We was at the tippy top of that. So the tokay gecko came out of the bag. It was like a paper bag too. A horrible way for the pet shop to package the item. To package the animal, basically. So it came flying out and it bit my cheek. Now, if you learn about tokay geckos, they have pretty strong jaws. They have strong jaws. He was locked, or he or she was locked onto my jaws, yo. I mean, locked onto my cheek. And I was like, like I'm in the backseat while they driving. They stop, they pull over. My mom, she like grabs him from my cheek and like tries to open up his mouth and puts him back in the bag. I literally had a bite mark circle on my cheek for like 2 months. It like you ever seen a ringworm? It looked like a ringworm. It looked like, basically I had the scar on my cheek. Yo, all of that just because I wanted more pets. Yeah, but I stopped having pets when I was like 14, I think 15. I basically stopped having pets. Like, in abundance. And I still had the normal cats, dogs, but yeah. I no longer have a collection of pets. But you know, I always have an understanding for pets. I've always been an animal person. That's because when my mom was young, she always loved animals. My pop said that it came from her, because she was always an animal person. Let's go back up this trail, maybe follow those tracks and see what it looks like. Because the sun is kind of beaming down here. Look at her. She's over there documenting footage. Yo, something just fell from the tree. Yo, I think a squirrel just tried to throw something at me. Yo, there's all these bugs down here. What are these bugs? What are they, flies? Oh, they're flies. Are they flies? Or are they some other flying bug? I don't know, but I don't want to find out. Yeah, she was over there capturing a shot. So, yeah. I stopped collecting animals around 14, 15. Ouch, I just slipped. That sound effect you heard, I just slipped, almost fell. Yeah, my mom used to have a bunch of animals. She had rabbits, she had ferrets, she had hamsters, mice, rats, and all of that too. She had a toucan, one of those rainbow birds from the toucan box. She had a super long iguana. She had like a 7-8 foot iguana. I would put it on my shoulder and the tail would rub on the ground. Big iguana. Let's walk down this way. I see some artwork over there on the wall. Let's do a little bit of walking. See if this takes us to anything interesting. But yeah, those are the good old days. That's why I'm like the animal whisperer. If y'all ever watched any of my tours, I'll be talking to everything. Squirrels, cats, dogs, horses. I'll be like, I'll be talking to pigeons. Yeah, I don't really talk to them, but I've always had a soft spot for animals. Animals were on this earth before us. Nature was on this earth before us. So if you could learn to appreciate nature, I think you get a better understanding on the values of life. You ever notice nature, the cycle sometimes is so short, but it's so simplistic. There's a simplicity to nature. You know, they don't gotta worry about responsibilities, they don't gotta worry about stress, bills, problems, drama, family. The most they worry about family is when they give birth. And even then, you know, they end up separating. But the way nature works, I think it's something we should take note. Just live, just focus on life, focus on a better quality of life. You know, nature, I think the most important fundamentals to nature when it comes to animal wildlife is what? Food, water, shelter, and I think reproduction. Reproduction is like one of them, but we don't gotta focus on that topic right now. Look at this spray paint. They had to come and mess it up, didn't they? I should have brought some paint. I should have did a big old tune. Nah, I don't want to mess up the state park. Wow, that sun is beaming, boy. Yo, I wonder if trains run on this. That'd be crazy if a train like choo choo. Yeah, that'd be wild. All right, I don't know if we should keep walking or if we should just turn around. She said turn around. All right, let's listen to the wife because she knows better. But yeah, instead of going that way, because we don't know when it's gonna end. The map actually didn't. That map was kind of a poor map. It was like a second grader drew it. It wasn't that exclusive. The other map from the other state park was kind of more detailed. It was like, and the other state park was actually big. The other state park had zip lining. The zip lining trail was ridiculous. It looked awesome. Something that I would have liked to do, but we got Jersey with us. That's another dynamic to this trip. You know, when you have a child, at least you could take a child in the stores, into the movies, into a restaurant, into places, and just, you know, as long as the child's quiet or sleeping, nobody tells you, hey, you can't come in here with your child. But, you know, doing zip lining and getting on a boat. I don't know what the insurance policy is going to be for the business. Or, you know, if we want to go eat at like a nice, I don't know, inside of a nice diner or something that serves food that we like, Jersey may or may not be able to enter. Like that zip lining thing that we saw the other day would have been cool. But we both can't be up there in the sky on zip lines while she's just doing what? You know what I mean? Jersey is not going to just sit there and watch us. Jersey's going to have a panic attack. Jersey's low-key like my kid crammed into a dog's body. But yeah, so. But it's cool. I like the idea of Jersey getting out, getting a chance to experience nature, like she never had before, because she's been a hood dog her whole life. Blessed be, by the end of this journey, Jersey will have visited more states than the average human being. Jersey will be a part of the cross-country club. He asked my dog, well, how many states you been to? She'd be like, all of them. She'd be like, all of them, Raggy. Yeah, but that'd be cool. I would like to take her to other countries. The thing that I don't like is that I would love to buy her a seat for like an airplane, because I'm the only one that can keep her calm and at ease and comfortable on journeys. And in a train or in like a plane, they make you put them in like a kennel, like a cage, and they fly into cargo. Oops, we were just about to pass the trail. This is it, right? Is it there? Well, we never went up this one. How about we go up this one? Oh, it's the same thing, ain't it? Yeah, look, it's the same thing. Yeah, so they make us put her inside of a crate, and I don't want to do that. And then she got to stay under cargo. So, for example, if we want to go to Hawaii is, I think, like 2 flights, and it's like 11 hours one flight, 7-8 hours another flight. Jersey's not gonna sit there. She's gonna be so stressed out, so confused. Then she's gonna be inside of a cargo bay with a bunch of other animals. She's really aggressive. Yeah, that's gonna be too much stress for her. She's gonna think that I gave her up, and I don't want her to think that. Now, if I could buy a seat for her and pay full price as an adult, that'd be cool. Like, or a kid, I don't care. I just pay the whatever it's gonna cost for her seat, because I know that I can keep her calm. But you can't do that unless you get her as a emotional support dog or a service dog. Well, I wasn't in the service, so that's out of the question. And as an emotional support dog, I believe you have to qualify mentally. You gotta like see a therapist and tell them that, you know, you basically need a dog for the emotional support. I think you gotta have a therapist write you up. Wow, this is getting steep. I'm like, all right, this is where the hike comes at. This is the hiking trail. Oh, almost fell. Yeah, that would have been crazy. We would have went down like dominoes. But yeah, so you get a therapist to write you off a doctor's note on blah, blah, blah. Then pay the application fee. Believe me, I researched it. I was definitely considering it. But I don't want to be classified as a little emotionally unstable. So, sucks. So if I want to go to Australia, if I want to go somewhere cool, unless I get like a private plane, go through like a private entity. But it's cool. As long as she travels the country with us, I think that'd be neat. This is one heck of a hill, I'll tell you that much. You need a stick to hike this thing, because the stick gives you stability. They're going all over the log. I'm taking the easy way right here. Look at, I cheated. Oh, I got spiders on me. She got Jersey. Look at Jersey. Jersey's a big baby. Y'all got a spider on me, though. Some type of web. Oh, man. Definitely burnt off the college for breakfast this morning. So, you know, I'm sweating. It got super humid. Because I got this gigantic backpack on, too. My back is wet. My back is wet, right? Yeah, my back is soaked. She just made the face. She said my book bag is wet. Let me hold Jersey. Tracy's. Go ahead, Jersey, lead. Lead the way, girl. Go ahead, go. Go ahead. Wonder if it snows here. This would suck to go up and down during the snow season. Look at Jersey. You're experiencing it, Jersey. You're hiking, girl. You're hiking. See the way the dog takes, right? She's probably smarter. Look, she has natural intuition. She's avoiding the big rocks. And she's taking the low path. Let's see what she does here. She gonna go over it. All right, she gangster. She said, "What you trying to say, dude? I go over big rocks too." I'm definitely sweating though. Nope, you're going the wrong way, Jersey. Wrong way. She was about to go into like the bushes. She was about to make a path. Go with Jersey. Okay, you guys are getting a walking tour provided by Jersey. Jersey, tell them where we at. See, on your left hand side you see a Costco's. On your right hand side you see an Applebee's. On your left hand side you see a Petco. Woo! I don't think the camera does justice to show the steepness of this hill. It's definitely an incline. Oh boy. I think what did damage to me was the sun. Nope. That could be poison ivy. She was about to go rub her face into some random leaves. A 3-leaved leaf. 3 leaves is, I believe, poison ivy. We almost made it, Jersey. We almost made it, girl. Ouch. I almost tripped again. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're back up at the entrance. That's awesome. Maybe we should go around and show you guys where the dump site is at. Show you guys that at least. You guys could get a chance to see a couple other rigs. A couple other setups. There's a lot of dogs though. That's the bad part. Yeah, I rode the Go Track scooter going down here. I did like... I did like 25 miles an hour. I wasn't even on my journey. My journey go 20. Hers go 15. I was on her journey. I made hers go 25. I was out. This hill is super steep. For no apparent reason. If I recommend anything that I've learned about these state parks since I've been out, which hasn't been long, but I recommend if you want to go visit one of these state parks and rent a site, do it in advance. Book early. Don't expect no last minute bookings. Plan your trip in advance. Some sites you can book 365 days in advance. So that's 1 year early. Look at this. I bet you there's bugs that come out of those at night, those holes. Because they got webs. What if something just jumped out and said, crazy, right? Look at that. Look at that. That looks like the set of a horror movie. Jason gonna come running out. Yeah, so I don't think I told you guys the price of this location. It was $25.50 per night, right? $25.50. And like I said, $25.50 includes the site, the showers, the ring, the fire ring, picnic table, and the hookups. The hookups alone, I think, are worth it. Because if you left your generator on for 24 hours, you'd probably burn more than $25 worth of gas. And the fact that you can use the shower if you want to. Now, if your rig already got a shower, then you don't need the shower, but. And then you have the access to the dump stations and the refilling up the potable water. Like our rig got a 50-gallon tank. We haven't filled it up to the top because the more water you have in the tank, the more weight you have on the vehicle. And we haven't got to no treacherous hills yet, but we did drive up here. This is kind of crappy as far as the location for such a large rig like ours. And we saw a couple other people with large rigs. Watch, you'll see. We'll walk by a couple of these sites. Some people had some big rigs too. But yeah, we're pulling a car. We got a trailer. And I think that's a whole lot of weight. Yeah, so adds a whole new dynamic to going uphill. Going uphill by itself is not as bad. Going uphill with a trailer and a vehicle on the back is like rocks holding you down when you're trying to go uphill. And then if you fill it up to the max with like the clean water, you fill up the tanks, oh boy. Then with all your weight, with all the people, we don't got a lot of people with us, just me, her, and the dog, but we did, you know, bring like cases of water and stuff like that. So I'm sure that adds weight. The food, you know, the canned goods and all of that stuff, that adds weight. Pots, pans, and stuff. So literally, when you move that motorhome, every time you move, it's like you're moving a home on wheels. Seriously, it's that big. It's like you're moving a home on wheels. People carved their names over here. See, they carved it into the tree. Carved letters and all of that. This is a long road. This is a two-way street though. You could travel both ways, left and right lane. We actually got to move our rig today. They didn't. Remember I was telling you earlier, if I learned anything, I learned to book in advance. Well, since we didn't book in advance, we did book like a day or two in advance, but we didn't book like weeks in advance. They didn't have a site to compensate our length for 2 or more than 1 day straight, I should say. Because we were going to book 3 days, but they were going to have to move us every single day to a different site. And I'm glad we only did 2, because the amount of effort that we got to do, what we had to do to come here was a pain in the butt. Once we got to the gates, we had to unstrap the car, reverse the car, unhook the trailer, reverse the trailer, park up the car, move the trailer out the way, reverse the RV, bring the RV through, roll the trailer back over, hook up the trailer, drive all the way up here. Then I had to go all the way back down just to get the car from the visitor parking lot, and then bring the car to the site. And then when we moved from site to site, for example, when I reversed in here, we had to unhitch the trailer, move the trailer out the way, and I had to like back up into this little tiny site. Then we had to roll the trailer by hand in front of the RV and then park the car up. So what we're gonna have to do today, just to move, we're at 402 right now. We got to move to what? 417. Just to go to 417, we're gonna have to move the car out the way, move the trailer out the way, take the car, take the trailer, connect it to the RV, drive the RV right around the corner, then take off the trailer, then park in the RV, and you know what I mean, and then bring the car over. And then hopefully when it comes to leaving, see, this spot is a little narrow, it's a little tight. For cars, you're good. If you have a small rig, 20 feet, 25 feet, you should be good. Even 30 feet. Thing is, we're 30 feet, we're like 31. But the trailer with the car added a whole new dynamic to the operation of the vehicle. Look, they got a nice cute trailer over there. They got a nice, like an 8-foot one. And I like that. It looks like an egg. I like it. It looks really nice. And they pulling it with their truck. Awesome. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna come out with the CRV. I was gonna bring the Honda out, but we needed the extra space as far as just living. We wanted to go on the road comfortably. Not saying that you couldn't live comfortably in a car, because plenty of people do it. There's people who do cross-country trips in a Prius. I've seen it on YouTube. Look at this, is our site right here. It's our site. See? Yeah. We got people over there. And then all around this campsite, there's other people. These people brought theirs with a pickup truck, but the truck's not there right now. They were up pretty late. Oh, and at night it gets pitch black out here. Pitch black, you can't see a thing. Like if you're afraid of the dark, they're chilling on a hammock. If you're afraid of the dark, then this type of life ain't for you. Because the second you come out your door, it's complete darkness. Yep. They got tents. They out here with a car in a tent, chilling. And they got the electricity hookup. Electricity hookup means that you can actually, like I said, bring a TV still. You know, you don't necessarily need to have the full RV, because you can just have a little table, put the TV on it, and chill. Campfire area. Look at, they got the recycling over there, the trash, electric sites. And you'll see on the left and on the right, you'll see a variety of different rigs. Dude's from Montana. He came a long way. You got a lot of those towable trailers. Those are cool too, because you can just, look at this, is the potable water slide. Remember I was telling you about the potable water? Potable water, look at, this is where you would fill up with your clean water. Jersey's starting to hear dogs, so I gotta pay attention there. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, so you know how we pool in a smart car? And I was talking about the weight. Well, they got V8 trucks pulling a trailer. But guess what? When they want to go for a drive, all they gotta do is detach their trailer. Look, there's a site. It's open. Nobody's using it. See how a lot of these don't have the trucks in front of it? Because they probably went out for breakfast, they probably went out to Walmart, to someplace locally. There's bowling around the corner. You know, you can go out, you can go to the city, to Baltimore City, and go explore the piers and the movies, go to all the sites, the museums, and then come back. And you got your home here. And we were doing the math. You could probably rent one of these sites for a couple months straight, and it'll come out probably just as cheap, or if not cheaper, than living in a home, and you'll be in nature. So for example, at $25 a day times 5 days, 25 times 5 is 125. Add another 2 25s, that's 50. 50 plus 125 is 175. Then they got the Benz Sprinter. That's 175 for 1 week, right? Then 175 times 4 weeks, 100 times 4 is 400. 75 times 4 is 150 is 300. 300 plus 400 is 700. There's 2 dogs in front of us. So let's walk super slow. So 700 a month. Oh, this is our site? Which site is this one? This one? This is our site right here. So we actually got to move here. So, you know, come this afternoon, we're going to have to finesse away to reverse and back up into this, and then we'll be here. 417. Before we hit the road again. But I'll tell you something. The best thing that you guys, oh, there's a Class A trailer. And you get 2, oh, there's another Class A. And you get 2 cars per site. 2 vehicles, I should say, per site. So you can have a car and your trailer, you know, truck and a trailer. The dude yesterday that was next to us that had a pickup and his trailer, he had visitors. I don't know if it was his sons, his friends, or somebody, but a whole nother SUV came. So they technically had 2 cars and a trailer. So I don't know if they count the trailer as a vehicle. They left a bunch of stuff, bunch of bags and everything. But yeah, this is pretty cool. The lady's over there, she got 2 dogs. All right, we're next to the dump station, so I guess I could show you guys the dump station. There's also 2 loops. These are just some of the sites. There's a whole nother loop. That's an outer loop with more sites. Firewood, $5 per crate, and you can buy firewood. That's not bad, $5 per crate. Then they got ice over there. You see ice? And I believe the showers and all that stuff. And then here's the disposable dumping station, non-potable water for flushing. See, the poop, you put the poop there. They got a little library, one of those little portable libraries. They got some bathrooms. Check it out. Here's a little map. Avoid unwanted visitors in your tent. Place all food and drinks in a sealed. Wow, I guess because you'll probably end up having raccoons and all of that visit you. Septic tanks, water fountain. So, you know, if you guys never been to a campsite, this will plant the seed. And the thing that I like best is that you don't need an RV. You know, you could just, let me wait for her. You could just camp with your car. Yeah, you could just camp with your car. I won't be surprised if you come on a bicycle and just pay for your site and come with a tent and a bicycle and just pay for your site, and you can probably just camp in a bicycle. You know what I mean? I mean, I know that sounds silly, but if you got 2 or 3 buddies and you guys like camping, and you all come on bicycles, you come with the tent on your back and a backpack, you have some goods and whatnot, and then you buy one of those sites that you don't need an RV, you know, if you don't want electricity, then it's even cheaper. 25 was with a 30 amp site, and 30 amps gave us the ability to operate the air conditioner nonstop, all of our electric appliances, the toaster oven, the TV, the PlayStation. Like, we had a lot of options to operate everything that we brought. So it was cool. Look at our site over there. Our site is all over there. You can see it. It's big. Yeah, so Jersey's tripping me up. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, with that being said, we've reached our 1 hour mark. I want to say thank you all for watching. I appreciate the support. Show some love. I hope I taught you a little something today. I had fun talking to you. Leave a comment in the comment section. Share any thoughts, knowledge, and or memories you have camping. Any questions, talk amongst each other. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell. We got a giveaway coming at 50,000 subscribers. When Tune 215 reaches 50,000 subscribers and Tune Be Chillin' reaches 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away a free e-scooter. Here's your homeboy Tune, Mr. Tune 215, $2. and I'm tuning out.